All right, guys, how's it going? It is Monday, finishing the day up $92. So pretty. I consider this a pretty break-even day, pretty small green day. But nevertheless, a green day, and it's good to be green on Monday, obviously, to start off the week. But recently, last Friday and today, very small. Very small winning days here, and just not really finding a lot of opportunities. And certainly, if you saw my November recap, you know that I'm not really looking to like hit a home run right here. Not really looking to, um, you know, do anything, take any crazy trades right now. So with $92, again, just being very cautious and kind of waiting for a more clear, obvious opportunity to present itself to me. There were a couple occasions today where I thought I might get a bigger day, make a bigger day out of today, but it just didn't. It just didn't really happen. So we'll get into the trades. Actually, I think the first trade that I think. Usually, I only cover the trades that I actually took, but I'm gonna look here because there was a trade that I didn't take that I really wanted to take here on Jinko Solar, and they reported earnings, and this was one that I wanted to pull the trigger on, and I'll show you here. You have this very clear resistance here at $65. If you look at this 5-minute chart, boom, 65, 65, 65, 65. So you have all these tops here, and as it's squeezing up, I mean, this is I would say is an obvious place to punch the short ticket, and I wanted in for I was probably going to go in for 300 shares short up here, and I was looking at it right here on these candles right here up at the top. Oh, hard to borrow, and I couldn't short it because it's hard to borrow. And there's no shares. TD Ameritrade won't let me short this one. And JKS was actually a name that I shorted, or not shorted, excuse me, traded a lot back in October. It was a big winner for me consistently. I would trade this to the short side and long side, but then they made it hard to borrow at the end of October or mid-October or what have you, and it kind of that obviously not being able to trade to the short side means there's about half as many opportunities on it, and you only get the long opportunities. And since then, it's just not really been a good long trade. But anyway, I really wanted to punch that short in for maybe 300 here, as it was coming up to $64.50 and $65. And this is it would have been a good one, and had it let me short it, I don't know, I probably would have been taking profit along the way. I'm not sure I'd still have any position on it right now, but nevertheless, it would have been a good trade. And so I'm a little bit like, damn. But all right, so the actual trades that I took, let's go here on BABA again. Thinkorswim is just being annoying, and this is just an everyday thing now where it's just not going to show me the trades on the chart, it seems, and we're just going to have to look at the order list here and work off of this. So short 200, this was my first trade at 263.58. So I'll show you here. That's right here on one of these candles here, 263.58 right here. So why did I short here? Well, it's breaking below the pre-market low is the main thing. And so as it's breaking below that low, I'm looking for some sort of follow through. And I kind of like this setup as well, like a bit of consolidation and then a pretty nice pullback here. It doesn't continue lower that much. It only comes down here to 262.60. I got out of this position here near this low very much okay with the fact that this might continue down to $260, which is about the low of this candle here from last Wednesday, it looks like. So I was prepared to miss out on some profit there, but it turns out I actually got out here at the low. And I think my last exits were here on this green candle, because this is a bit of a failed break lower here, as you get this pretty hefty reversal here. So the failed break lower, and then the reversal, and that's definitely you want to get out of the way of that, because that is it's actually a good long entry too. But all right, anyway, so that was BABA, and I only caught it from about here to around in here, but I took 200 shares, so that's $119. And then you'll see I lost about $27 here on mRNA, which was the only one I traded other than BABA. mRNA's been one that I've been trading rather often over the last week or two, because it's had some pretty volatile action here, and it's been a good one to day trade in terms of mid to large cap stocks. But regardless, the trade I took on it was up here. Actually, I think I entered long on this candle here for 100 shares. It squeezed up. I was in the green about probably about $70 or $80. Well, actually, I can tell here. You know, when it doesn't show me the orders on the chart, it's just like, it's annoying. Okay, so anyway, 100 shares here at 158.73. So yeah, 73. Yeah, so I got out in kind of at the top of this red candle here. It squeezes up, so I get 73. So I was actually up over $100 on this, kind of up near this high. And what I'm looking at here, kind of on a longer time frame, again, is a top here, 159.50, and then another top here at just below 159.50 again. In the pre-market action here, and now we're kind of gearing up to test that high, and this is the first test of that set high from back in at the close last Thursday and pre-market on Friday. So looking for it to kind of break and follow through here, and I talk a lot about in my other recaps and videos, I talk about the anticipation, right? Trading in the anticipation of the pattern that you're looking for to occur. And that's something that I do a lot, because you get a better entry that way. If you trade in anticipation of the break of this level, then you get a better entry typically, right? Because you're not waiting for it to break. You're not trading it. You're not going long after the fact. But it's a trade-off, right? Because you get a better entry, so pro, but con, the pattern might not work out. You're less sure of the pattern working out. You're trading in it before it happens, so it hasn't happened yet. So that's what I typically go for, is I like that trade-off of having a better entry, right? Because if you have a better entry, you can, if the pattern works in your favor, then you can set your stop at break even, or even if just it starts to work in your favor, like it does here. It starts to work in my favor, comes up to this high. We get another test of it here. We have a top here. We get another test of it. Now I can set my stop at break even, and if it doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out. Or if it fails here, you have your stop down here below this low. So, you know, you're not going to be losing too much on it either way. But anyway, yeah, it's again that trade-off of a better entry versus more confidence in the pattern working out. And I tend to take the better entry because, you know, when it comes down to brass tacks, you want to stay as green as possible and try not to be red as much as you can. So anyway, so I'm in here for 100 shares. It comes back up testing this high. Now, when this red candle forms below this level, that's where I started to lose faith in this trade. Obviously, it looks like it's gearing back up here, but it just never, it just can't get itself above that level, and ultimately it rejects this price of 159.50. And so I have to get out here. And I did add actually 50 shares, which probably was a mistake. If I'm looking to add, I should have added after we're confirmed above this level, price is moving higher. That's when you add, and I added too early. I only added 50 shares, but that add was kind of what made me negative on this. So I actually added 50 shares at 159.45, so just right at that level in there. And I shouldn't have. I should have waited for more confirmation. Maybe at 159.60 or 159.75 would have been a better add spot. Or probably you want to actually add above $160. Anyway, regardless of that, it rejects the price, and I get out here on this candle. as we're rejecting off that price, and it didn't even occur to me, right? The obvious trade here is a short trade. It's just the momentum of mRNA makes me biased to a long position on this for to trade it to the long side. But I mean, it's just the same thing as JKS and just what I showed you on Jinko Solar. You have those levels from last week, and the obvious bias on it should be short, to short off this double top. But double tops are meant to break, and well, it didn't, but it you try it, right? You try it. You enter the trade and it doesn't work out, and then you get out. That's all you can do is look for a pattern and hope it works out, and have a plan if it doesn't. But again, this is another. I forget. I think it was in my recap one of my recaps last week. There was another stock that made this exact same 5-minute pattern. Boom, huge green candle here. Pull back on the 5-minute, and then a test higher, but a rejection, and you ultimately get this top wick here, which, as you can see, I mean, look at this. This is perfect. It never closes. It can never close above. No 5-minute candle here closes above this price of 159.50, which is resistance from last Thursday and Friday, and then adding this wick in there just goes to show further that price could not hold above this level, and therefore we did not close above that price, and then the follow through rejection. So it looks like it's bull flagging, but this is an example where it just doesn't work out, and right now it looks like it might be gearing up for another test of that level, and the more times it can test that level, the more chances it has to break, and I do believe it probably will break, but it's anybody's guess. So alright, so that was mRNA. Pretty interesting stuff here in terms of technical levels and patterns, but ultimately only up $90 on the day, and it's just I'm just not really seeing too many really splendid opportunities that make me want to punch the buy button or punch the short button. Well, JKS had me wanting to punch the short button, but I didn't get a chance on that one. Oh well. Hard to borrow. I don't know why they did that. I used to love trading JKS 2 months ago. Oh well. Alright, so up $92. I hope you guys are all staying green, staying lean, and I will be back at it tomorrow. I'm gonna make a short video here. Stay tuned, because I'm gonna record and post this video coming up, probably tonight or tomorrow. We'll see. But there's crucial things that you need to know about Thinkorswim it's gonna make day trading a lot easier for you. And this only just occurred to me. I was having a conversation with someone in my Discord, which join my Discord if you haven't already. The link is in the description. As always, you can talk to me and ask questions, and we can chat about trading. And but anyway, yeah, I was talking to someone in there, and it occurred to me that I had this setting changed that I changed a while ago that I kind of forgot is like very crucial for me, at least in my day trading process, in terms of Thinkorswim as a platform. There's certain settings that are very important, and it's not what you might think. So I'm gonna make a video on it, and I think it's gonna help you guys out a lot. And if this has helped you out a lot, and my videos are helping, just keep smashing that like button, guys. Come on, let me know that that this is good stuff, and then that's how I know to keep it going. So yeah, that's it. Pretty small green day here, and that's all I got for you guys. So have a good one, and I'll be back at it tomorrow.